What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, let's talk boxing awards for 2020. I didn't get around to it, but I'm going to definitely get around to it before the year ends. So let's talk about it. Check out our boxing award playlist for more videos like this or previous years. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all my social media links in the description. Appreciate the love, support. And we're going to start from the bottom to the top and come back of the year. For me personally, was Errol Spence after the accident he went through, and to really build himself up and come back and look flawless. I think he looked better than he looked in his previous two fights. Physically, the ring gave it to Roman Gonzalez. And you got to remember, the rings is ran by racists, all right? These are the same racist people that wrote them racist emails about Al Heyman being Black Hitler. You know, Oscar de la Hoya grew up in East LA and they love for black people there. So you got to look at the Ring magazine as the Golden Boy Awards, all right? Even some of their black contributors and people over there is known as Tap Dancing, Hello My Lady, Tap Dancing, Butter Biscuit, Popeye's Chicken Lady, Raccoons. So let me let you know that the Ring magazine don't hold no weight. My opinion, hold more weight than them because they are a promotional company. Golden Boy owns them. So, I mean, Roman Gonzalez beating Khalid Jaffe was never impressed with that guy. All right, that's the perfect guy to come back against, especially for a title. That dude wasn't shit. You know, and who had he beat? All right, Israel Gonzalez, don't even know who he is. So, all right, just because he fought 2 times this year, they've been riding Chocolito Nutsack forever, you know. And I think he a solid fighter, but he ain't shit impressive when he moved up. He got beat up by Sora Riebenstein. You know, then his fans say, oh, no, he got robbed. No, he got robbed, Papi, he got robbed. And then he got knocked the fuck out. I was at the first fight, but, yeah, easy Errol Spence. Think about it. Went through a car window, with November, September, October-ish. Came back and didn't lose a round versus Danny Garcia. Totally obliterated Danny Garcia, you know. And most people thought he was going to have some type of hit. And he looked better in his previous 2 fights. His legs look good. He moving well. People say, well, I see drop-off. I don't see no drop-off physically. He had prep in his step. He had more bounce in the house on to Roger and Zap. He looked good. So ain't no reason not to give him comeback of the year. And people say it was a self-inflicted wound. We all make mistakes. Nobody perfect. So easy for me. He is the comeback fighter of the year over Roman Gonzalez, who beat Khalid Jaffe, whatever his name is, Israel Gonzalez. And don't nobody watch them small fighters, no way. Only people watch them, even extremely hardcore fans, and then, you know, Hispanics. They love smaller weight classes. So I watch them because it's the closest thing that you get to authentic boxing. And what I mean by authentic boxing, they actually fight the best. That's why I love the smaller weight classes. They gotta really work and fight to get their food. But let's move on. Prospect of the year. Y'all already know we going to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I agree with the Ring on this one. Jerron Ennis is the prospect of the year. He really should have destroyed. Chris Van Deer, but that didn't happen. But then he took on old boy who just got out of prison though. But you know, he took on him as well this year, and he had never been knocked out. He knocked him out. So you know, he looked the part. Only real welterweight. You know, as far as the top 5 guys he called out that's going to give him issues from a stylistic point, it's probably going to be Errol Spence because he provided the pressure. And you just looked at some of the Ennis' fights in the amateurs. He didn't like the pressure. So we'll see in the pros, can he deal with that, you know, tenacious pressure. But then again, you're not going to see how many pros throw as many punches as Gary Anton Russell threw in the Olympic. They fight to get to the Olympics. So he threw a ton of punches. And Ken Anton, if they do fight again, which he fought at 40, which Al Heyman ain't showing him no love, can he sustain that punch output for 12 rounds? And that's the difference. So, you know, I think from a stylistic point, that Earl gave him the most problems. But, yeah, good fighter. You know, Earl said he think about fighting him. He go from prospect to the year to fighter of the year, depending on how 2021 go. They're talking about this new strain of corona that they found overseas. So who the hell knows how it's going to go. But, I mean, anybody else that I can think of, Virgil Ortiz, I'm not sure how he's a good prospect. But really the fight to see is, you know, Ennis, Ortiz, Ennis Haney, Ennis Lopez, he move up. Ennis, Regis. You know, those are the fights people want to see. Ennis, Maurice Hooker. You know, those probably the next fights we want to see. Ennis, Kelly, if he get past David Region, I think they supposed to be fighting. Those are fights, Conor Ben's son. Those are fights that we probably really want to see for him. But if he could jump in there, get a Sean Porter, get a Terrence Crawford, get him Manny Pacquiao, which we know what's not going to happen, get an Errol Spence, then yeah, but the next fights we're looking for him is those guys. You know, Anton is at 40, he can move up. Ennis was just making 40. Virgil Ortiz is at 40, he can make it up. So we're looking for those next big fights to come on, pretty much come in for boots. You know, that's what we're looking for. All right, upset of the year. I gave it to y'all boy, y'all man, Teofimo Lopez beating on Lomachenko. I felt more that Lomachenko lost it than more than Teofimo Lopez won it. But I was happy Teo won it, man. And yeah, it was an upset of the year. We didn't have too many fights. I mean, you can make the case that Magic Mike upset and Joshua Greer was a huge upset. But then again, what upset is bigger than somebody winning undisputed? You know, beating a unified three title holder champion or title holder in Lomachenko. So yeah, as far as, you know, as far as build up, as far as people thinking white Jesus, and yeah, man, I love me some white Jesus, man. Yeah, I remember my grandma seen me to the Piggly Wiggly, man. Yeah, Saturday, man. Yeah, I love the white man. But yeah, man, I mean, people was calling him white Jesus, and he was pound for pound #1. And you got a guy that just went 10 for the first time with Nakatani. You know, a guy that just knocked out Richard Comey. So a lot of people didn't think he had enough experience, but, you know, he put Lomachenko dick in the dirt. And that's what he's supposed to do. He outboxed him. I think Lomachenko power scared him a little bit. And, you know, that was easy to upset of the year. You know, it was a fight that almost didn't happen because they didn't want to give Teofimo Lopez the money that he deserved. They probably give him, what, $1 million, $2 million. He wanted a little bit more, but it did happen. You know, he negotiated. ESPN stepped in, paid the bag, and it was a huge, huge event. So I think ESPN won more fights that's going to pull in viewership like that. They put in, what, almost 5 million people. So that's what they want. That's the fans. That's the fight the fans want. We want to see meaningful fights. And if boxing only had 1 belt or 2 belts, it would be more meaningful fights. But with 4 belts and 8,000 belts, everybody calling themselves Shazam champion. Have you seen Shazam, man? So trainer of the year. They had Ring Magazine had upset of the year, the same as I had. So trainer of the year, I got Derrick James. Ring had Teofimo Lopez Sr. No way. Derrick James had 2 unified champions. Defend a belt, 1 win unified champion. He had 2 top 5 pound for pound fighters in my opinion. And they don't like Jamel Charlo because he talked that shit, but he top dog in the hardest division in boxing that people watch. Nobody really watch below 130. I watch it, but as far as, I think he won the hardest division that's fighting each other, that's banging. He knocked out his opponent. So Errol Spence didn't lose around to Danny Garcia. So tell me how you could put Teofimo Lopez Sr., in which his son didn't even go out there and take the fight. It was given to him. Loma gave him the first 6-7 rounds on my card. So like I said, if he the trainer of the year, man, I'm not saying he a bad coach, but there's so many flaws in his son game. And I agree with Lomachenko in the interview he did with the LA Snow Queen, Snow Queen LA, you know, where he said that Loma said if he go up to 140 pounds, he gonna get beat down and lose. And I agree. You know, Teofimo Lopez, it's a lot missing in that kid's game. He get by for being a big puncher at 40, at 35. He go to 40, I don't think he gonna bring that size and that power with him. But, you know, I hope he do. I don't have no ill will towards the kid at all. We talk about knockout of the year. I got Dillian White getting knocked out by Alexander Povetkin. The Ring had Devontae knocking out Leo Santa Cruz. For one, fuck that knockout. It was a 126-pounder, you know, getting knocked out by a fuck nigga that should be at 135 pounds, all right? So, hell no. Alexander Povetkin. Can't nobody shut their car door. But yeah, Alexander Povetkin knocking out, you know, Dillian White. Yeah, it was a better knockout. It was underdog, old mug, you know, knocking him out. You can make case for Povetkin have a knockout a year too, but he went pow. Shut up! That nigga ain't barking about nothing, man. But yeah, I think Povetkin deserved a knockout a year. Tank knocked out somebody he was supposed to knock out. So Povetkin, you know, he knocked out a younger guy that he was supposed to lose to. You know, and his knockout was better. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Dillian White head looked like it stretched. Y'all remember them stretch Armstrongs we used to have as kids? His head went so easy. That was the, in my opinion, the KO of the year. So, you know, all right, my fight of the year is no, there's no, how can I say it? There's no mystery about this. We don't need Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine crew to get this one done. You know, the fight of the year, in my opinion, now I'll get y'all some clear fruits, man, is Jose Cepeda and Ivan Barashnik. They had like 20,000 knockdowns in that fight. Easily, that was the fight of the year. Dominant fight of the year. And you know, in most years, if they had full fights, we had a full year fights, I think that would still stand alone. It was a competitive fight. It was a back and forth fight. They had guys who had a lot of heart, a lot of durability. And to be honest, they may not be the same fighters. Even Cepeda, who won, may not come back the same fighter, which I heard they was kind of lining him up for Teofimo Lopez. So, you know, or even Jack Catterall. So, you know, that was an easy to fight of the year. If it was fans in attendance, that probably, the electricity, I think not having fans in attendance kind of took away from it a little bit. But in my opinion, that's the fight of the year by runaway. Now we talking about fight of the year. I already said what my fight of the year was. Jermell Charlo, unified champion in the hardest division in boxing, in a division in which ain't nobody scared to fight each other. Pretty much everybody fought each other. He head, shoulders, knees, and toes above the opposition. He top 5 on my pound for pound list, number 5 to be exact. Unified champion, lineal ring belt champion. Obviously, ring had Tyson Fury, Teofimo Lopez. Fury was in, you know, Fury fight was cool. No, it was no competition. It wasn't a unification fight. He did run away from the rematch. There's a lot of controversy around that. And Teofimo Lopez, you know, I felt that, you know, Loma lost the fight more than he won, so I wasn't impressed with his performance neither. Jermell Charlo scored a knockout in the unification class. He was impressive. You know what I'm saying? He had to go through some trials and tribulations. He lost some rounds, got hurt. And that's what big fights about. You know, not somebody giving you the first 6, 7 rounds. Not about, you know, not about controversy and all that other bullshit. So let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Twitter, Fastway, Facebook, Instagram. We also got a Facebook group. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Share the video. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Let me know what you think in the comment section.
Belief about
no, I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.